All right, guys, we've been talking about this in Discord for a little while now. We're going to try to give you a interface to calibrate the position and rotation relative to your hand or your controller that you'll be holding the gun when you pull it out of your holster. So right now I'm on the default, and if you ever want to get back to the default, the way it was when you opened the game for the first time, all you have to do is hit this reset button. It'll clear out all your saved preferences, and it'll just snap to whatever the default is for that controller type for your HMD. But if you want to do something more custom, all you have to do is line up your grip with exactly how you'd want to hold the gun and click the grip button. And it's going to snap your gun right into place. It's going to act like it normally does. It'll switch hands like normal, and it'll holster like normal. And the next time you pull it out, it'll be at that same orientation. So if you're playing with a controller where the rotation's off or the position's a little bit too far forward or too far back, you could do something like snap it in a different angle, and that'll be your new default angle. And when you switch hands, it'll hold that new angle in the other hand as well. The way this works with positional offsets for X and also rotational offsets for X. So let's say you're kind of over here and you're tilted in a little bit. What that's going to do is when you switch hands, it's going to try to mirror that rotation and that position to also be on the inside of the controller, pointing the way it was pointing on your other controller. So again, if you had it to where, let's see, maybe you were pointing a little bit inwards. So this is me holding it straight out. If I were to switch hands, it would also be pointing inwards on my left hand. So I wrote some code that will clamp the rotations, but I didn't include it in this build. I want you guys to try it out, experiment with it, try weird stuff like this, and try to break the game as much as you want. There is a restriction that it can only be so many units away from your hand. So you shouldn't be able to get it to where like your hand's way out here and your gun is here. So that should be about the edge of how far you can get it from your hand. You can do it forwards, backwards as well. Also, if you hold the grip button every half second, it'll update, so you can kind of fine tune and see it's just snapping right into that position no matter where my hand is in the sphere. So kind of get it to exactly where you want it, and then you should be good to go. And these will save in your settings, so the next time you load the game, it should pop back right into that same place as soon as you pull it from your holster. Again, if anything feels wacky, it's not working well for you, just come hit the reset button. It clears all of those saved preferences out of your file, and it'll go back to just being that normal grip, and you won't have any of the overrides active. Again, we didn't clamp the rotation, so if you find a way to cheat or find an advantageous way to hold the gun that shouldn't be allowed, let me know and I can add those restrictions back in. But for now, have fun with it, try things out, see what happens. Cool. While we're here, one last thing for this video, just to show another change that's coming in this same patch, is you can now shoot through the start box, the barrel box. So it should make it a little easier to change spawn points at the beginning of a round. Cool. That's it for this update. Should be live tonight or tomorrow. Enjoy.